Not right. Well, actually, one of the first things I got taught when I started in the industry was never buy any country with green in the flag. And you go back through history, you tend to, I know it's a really basic thing, but Italy itself, the yields currently are very high, but I wouldn't be adding to them until this story plays out a little bit. I'm not that confident that we're going to get to a solution in the very short term.
Can the market force an outcome though? Because a really interesting report from Tenio out yesterday suggesting that the best outcome really for the European Commission is to let the market do its work for it. Effectively, what's that, pushing up yields as high as they can go before the Italian government goes back, okay, let's just revisit the budget, because they're not going to cave to European partners at this point, but they may potentially cave to the market if the heat goes up.
It's a very big risk because the Italian bond market is a lot bigger. I mean, if we take this is a function of QE. You know, one of the big things of QE has been a rise of populism. You know, the haves have got more, the have-nots not necessarily. So they're trading that view against a mass of political change that could exist across the whole of Europe. I think it's a big risk for them to do that. I think the more sensible solution will be to come to some sort of reasonable negotiation on the budget deficit, allowing them some leeway, but at the same time not giving them the full.
Who's going to come up with that answer? It's not going to be Salvini, it's not going to be Luigi Di Maio, is it? Because at this point, and also raised in this very interesting article, was that Conte effectively doesn't have any political leverage. Trier is spent after what we saw with the budget, where he couldn't bring it into the target the market wanted. So who is going to be the catalyst for changing those budget numbers now? Is it going to be the left or the right?
Well, I mean, if anything, the real concern is on the side, the other side, about how much leeway they're going to give them, because the Italian economy is huge. This is not a Greece situation. Greece, as an economy the size of Düsseldorf, the size of a reasonably large city in Italy, they have to be a lot more sensible with this, and I think they will. I think that it's important that the European Union give them some leeway and allow them to have some kind of deficit. And I think the Italians are in actually a very strong negotiation position, that if they don't want to jettison Italy from Europe, the whole project dies. So they have to be quite sensible from the other side. And I think the Italians are probably doing the right thing in holding firm. They've got a huge wave of populism behind them.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.